What's going on, SWILL gang? Welcome back for another episode of Last Fortress Underground. All right, so for this episode, guys, we will be going over some tips that will take you guys far. It may take you far, it may not take you far. Whatever the case might be, it should help you out. Now, if you guys find some kind of value in the video, by the end of the video, make sure you guys drop that like and make sure you guys subscribe to the channel because it does help out the channel tremendously. All right, so for the first tip I'm going to tell you guys, make sure you guys participate in your dailies. Now, if you guys are trying to figure out what dailies you should be doing, you're going to be clicking on the daily little, I call it the briefcase, but it's like a folder. You're going to click on that, all right? You're going to click on this, all right? Every single day, if you guys are lost on what exactly you're going to do, you just click on that, and it'll tell you what you need to go ahead and collect, all right? Whether it's going to be exterminate the zombies with the turret, gather resources on the world, help your allies, things like that. Things you'll be doing anyway every single day. All right. Definitely want to make sure you guys do that. Okay. And that brings me to the next tip, the moons. If you guys noticed, over time, we have accumulated another moon, which is fantastic. We have 3 moons that we can get. And those are right here. All right. Now what those do, that kind of speeds up the time. So if you're building a building, you're making troops, and you want to use your speed ups, I mean, it's not going to save you from using the speed ups, but it's going to like cut the time down just a little bit, just to, save you some heartache. All right, so you're going to go ahead and click on it and let you know about the speed up time. So basically with this, you're going to go ahead and get, well, at this level that I'm at, 210 minutes. It's going to save me. And I have 3 of those. You guys do the math. You got like what, 630? There you go, 630 minutes. You can skip, so you don't have to watch those animations, and it's fantastic. I remember when we used to just have 1 moon, then all of a sudden we got 2. Now we got 3, guys. Hopefully we'll get 4 at some time in the future. That would be fantastic. All right, so going back to another tip here, when you're doing your dailies, like I said, with this little briefcase, it tells you what you're going to be doing every single day just to get the points, just so you can go ahead and get to this end goal. Now the end goal is going to be at the end here, so you can get those rewards there. You're going to get these ones, you get these ones, and these ones. But your end goal is going to be getting this one right here. You want to make sure you do those dailies all the time. But more importantly, guys, you have to do your battles too as well. All right, you got to do your explore. You can knock out your excavate as well. You got to make sure you do those expeditions every single day, guys. I know it's painful, but they made some things a lot easier for us. All right, now when you do your explore, let's go ahead and click on each one. You do your explore, you collect your premium if you have it, blah blah blah. You do your challenges, you knock that out as well because you get some rewards for that. You have to make sure you guys do the most you can while you guys are playing. You're gonna do the expedition every single day, guys. You have to. You gotta do your arena every single day, Infinity Arena and the Summon Arena. They're all pretty much the same, except for the what is that? The Infinity Arena. That's a little bit more different. Where you're gonna have 3 different lineups, yada yada yada, and then the Summon Arena is kind of different as well. But it's pretty much the same concept as the arena. You have to make sure you guys knock these things out accordingly. I know I have to do the same thing myself. I know sometimes I do slack a little bit on mine, but nonetheless, you have to make sure that you guys knock these things out. They're going to give you points. They're going to give you some other different rewards, and they're going to give you things that you can unlock at the trader. You have to knock these things out to get that currency. Now we get to the trade center. Of course, you got things you can buy. And this will also tie into your dailies, where as far as like doing your trades, you can either sell some items or you can buy some items. Sometimes it says you got to do 5. Sometimes you have to do 10. Doesn't matter which one you do. Just make sure you do whichever one that you think you can do or which one is going to benefit you the most. You got different shops in the trade center, and this is the currency that you're going to be needing, or these are different currencies that you're going to be needing to get these little items here, whether it's going to be heroes or you're going to be unlocking different cards or other things like that. You can get speed ups and you can get other things like as far as leveling up your heroes, those little items as well. Desperado shop, pretty much the same concept. Summon Arena shop, if you're not knocking this stuff out, of course, obviously on this account I have not been doing it, so I can't purchase that much on this account, on this one. Alloy transaction, we'll get into that in a second. And then the skin shop, fantastic. All right, so one other tip that I would definitely recommend for you guys every single time that you guys should be doing is checking out the little builder. All right, if you guys are not checking this builder out, because sometimes they will put something in there that you can build and you would not even think of it. Trust me, guys. You guys gonna probably be like, yo. But like I said, sometimes they will throw something in here that you can unlock that you probably wouldn't even think about. Definitely want to try to get as far or as close to VIP 10 as you can, because you're gonna get that extra garage, yada yada yada. Sometimes you'll get like Warby's factory or something. It'll be something you need to check from time to time. This is one of the games that they don't really tell you a whole lot. You got to kind of just go, or you can come to this channel and you can find things out yourself as well. Much appreciated. All right, so now we're gonna talk about the alloy foundry. This is one thing that you're going to be unlocking when you get to controller center level 18. Once you get that, you got to start doing this thing up, man. Build this thing as fast as you can and produce these alloys as fast as you can. All right, this is one way you're going to get it. This is probably the easiest way. Well, this is probably I'm gonna say this is the second easiest way you're gonna get your alloy. Now, why do you need to get the alloy, SWILL? Is because you're going to need to unlock your floating fortress. And floating fortress, you're going to unlock that at level 30. All right, control center level 30. But if you can start producing your materials early on in the game, guys, it's going to save you so much time. I remember the first time, well, because I have a spending account, so it didn't really matter there. But I tried to do one free to play. Oh my God, we talking like 6 months for the most part. And I was at like control center level 28 when I was trying to actually accumulate the alloy, when I realized, oh, you know what, I should probably try to start accumulating this alloy so I can go ahead and get 30. When I got 30, didn't have enough. I stayed 30 for a very long time. I had almost enough, but not quite enough. All right, so you're gonna get your alloy this way. Didn't really want to turn this into a how-to, but I guess we'll go ahead and get into it. Now, if you come into your trade center, you can also get this in your alloy transaction. Depending on what server you're on, is how much it's going to cost you in diamonds to spend on getting the alloy. Now, I believe to get I think it was like 11,000 alloy just to unlock the fortress, the floating fortress. And once you get that, I made a video on that. You can check that out as well. It costs a lot. All right, so here we go. This is another way you can get your alloy here. You got to scroll around the map. There's not like a search feature or anything like that. But if you can go ahead and this one's gonna be like almost 10 minutes out, but I'm gonna go ahead and get it. Just scroll around the map and see if you can find some of these little alloy deposits. Now you can find them either in the home world or you can find it in the dimension as well. Also, whenever you guys are going with your lineups, you're trying to figure out which one to use, the best lineup to use is what you got, guys. If you can't get specific heroes, don't worry about it. Just use what you have. But if you can get this specific lineup that people are using, you can always build towards that. One I would definitely use early on is the one you guys see on the screen right now. Kelly, Galan, Roland, Penny, Laurel. You know, early on, if you don't have Penny, of course, most people aren't going to have Penny. You're going to have maybe like Alyssa or something like that. Where'd she go? I just saw her. You're going to put her in the front. People probably think, what? Put her in the front? Yes. She does shields and things like that. I made videos on this in the past. I may need to make some updated videos. I know a lot of people love hero videos, so I may start making those. Not really a fan of doing those, but if that's what you guys are looking for, let me know in the comments below. What types of videos you guys want to look at? All right. Now, if I need to do hero videos, I will definitely do so. But everything's generic. There's always meta and things like that. Things do change because they always come up with different heroes. And I have another hero getting ready to come out pretty soon. I think in this next season, it's going to be like another hero, which is great. But it's going to be another hero most of us cannot collect. All right. And that's another thing. If you guys are doing your collections, and what I mean by collection, I mean recruiting. All right. Make sure you guys are looking through every single time, because sometimes on this little spot right here, sometimes it'll say free recruitment. And that's like a daily thing sometimes. So I would definitely get you guys to go ahead and check those out also. Now you could go ahead and do your daily, or you can wait till pool day, which is on Thursday, and just do a big, massive amount of pulls. Just make sure you guys are doing your dailies so that you can collect all of your combat recruitment points. All right. You want to make sure you get as many as you can by Thursday. Sometimes you're going to get, you get like 5 to 10,000, 15,000 or so roughly. That's actually a pretty decent number for a free to play player if you're just doing what you can daily, and you will knock out what you can. You'll unlock what you can and things like that. All right. Just try to get certain types of heroes, but also build upon what you have. Because most of you guys are going to have 3 lineups. Eventually you're going to get 4, things like that. All right, so I don't have all the heroes on this account, but what I would definitely recommend if you guys can't afford getting these heroes, you would definitely get Laura Chen. All right, she's gonna be the storage master. She's gonna give you an extra gathering lineup. This is, I can definitely tell you guys, she's worth it. And you can sometimes get her on the sale. I got mine, I think the first one I got was like, once you buy her, it's like $19.99 or somewhere around that range. All right, sometimes you get her on a sale. You might be able to get it for $9.99 or whatever the case might be. But to get additional ones, it's gonna cost you about $50. And then of course, if you start purchasing more, it's gonna cost you a little bit more besides that as well. I would also recommend you guys get Pearson as well. This guy is amazing when it comes to your construction and getting like the extra construction, or you can put, actually, I made a video on this as well, but just to make it a little bit easier, to make sure it makes sense to you guys, you can put more than one construction hero in a room. All right, can't really show it on this one because all my construction heroes are currently building right now, but what it would look like pretty much when you come into your space here and you see that you have these little pluses. Now, if you have an available hero that is not doing anything and you have Pearson, if you don't have Pearson, it's not going to work. You have to have Pearson. You're going to be able to put additional heroes here, provided that they are not doing something in your fortress currently. All right, so that's how that works. All my heroes right now, or my production heroes, are doing something right now. And that's pretty much the tips I can pretty much give you guys early on. I think that was a lot. I think it doesn't seem like it, but I tried to make it as short as possible and give you guys as much information as possible in a short amount of time. But this video kind of did go a little longer than I wanted to, but it's all good. I'd do anything for you Swillies. Just let me know in the comments below what would benefit you guys, what types of videos that you want to see, and I'll see you guys on the next one.